committing itself to the Habitat Agenda from day one. It was created to pursue that agenda, and it has consistently, persistently, and diligently pursued that agenda all these 10 years.
The annual session of Global Forum on Human Settlements has been consecutively held in China, the United States, Brazil, Germany, Colombia, Ecuador, and Thailand for 13 consecutive years, making great contribution to the implementation of MDGs, UN Habitat Agenda, SDGs, Paris Agreement, and New Urban Agenda.
尊敬的各位来宾、女士们、先生们，上午好。今天2019全球人居环境论坛在无锡市隆重开幕了，这是国内外人居环境领域的一件大事。我谨向出席会议的国外嘉宾、国际领导、知名专家、企业家、各界代表和新闻界的媒体表示热烈的欢迎，对大会的隆重召开表示热烈的祝贺。
Welcome to the welcoming banquet and the award ceremony of sustainable cities and human settlements.
I'm highly delighted and honored to welcome you all on behalf of the Government of Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Ministry of Water, Irrigation and Energy, and of my own.
There has indeed been a great deal of progress, some of the examples of which I will point to. But despite these good examples, overall the processes of rapid urbanization are proceeding on a course that is not sustainable, and indeed is threatening the prospect of a secure, sustainable and promising future for China and the entire world.
全球人居环境论坛自2005年创办于中国改革开放的窗口城市深圳，已成功举办了4届。这届我们郑重地选择了中国的太湖明珠无锡市举办。
Much of the discussion of water is of short-term problems, measured in years or decades, and those short-term issues are vitally important. However, I believe that adapting water systems and water usage to the changes brought about by the warmer world created by climate change will be the single most important core problem facing all humanity in the century ahead.
The issue of sustainable human settlement is vital, affected by many of the challenges of the new opportunity addresses. Water, energy, food security, jobs, resilience to disasters, we have a long list.
Generally speaking, we are still constructing badly, buildings that consume too much energy, embedding too much energy for the future.
The involvement of civil society and other relevant stakeholders in global policy processes and actions is crucial, and I would like to applaud the long-standing efforts of the Global Forum on Human Settlements in this regard.
Building our cities with sustainable development principles has become a necessary prerequisite to ensure that our cities become transformational centers that offer economic and social opportunities while not destroying the planet we have.
Efficient urban planning and well-designed compact cities can enable better access to services, better quality infrastructure, more eco and resource efficient outcomes. This will provide subsequent cost savings, greater proximity to work, and cleaner environments with lower health bills. There are great opportunities for advancing the principles of compact cities. The Global Forum for Human Settlements can support both the Sustainable Development Goals and the new urban agenda.
For a country with no previous history of urbanization, each day brings unprecedented demographic, environmental, economic, social, and spatial challenges to these cities.
全球人居环境应该是我们全人类一个面临的生存与毁灭、亡天下的课题。
In the city of Santa Monica, we are coming together to work on reducing inequalities.
Our program in Quezon City, Philippines is a response to the Sustainable Development Goal number 11, which embodies a commitment to make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable.
在建园之初，我们就确立了生态、智慧改善生活、开放、融合、提升品质的发展理念。
It is a dream of most people to live a comfortable urban life with proper shelter, clean running water, sanitation, proper waste disposal, clean air to breathe.
It's based on motorways. Barcelona is based on neighborhoods. The equivalent of CO2 emissions in transport is a sixth. The people, there's just as many people living there. They, in the present conditions, they only have a sixth of the CO2 emissions in Barcelona that they have in Atlanta.
Whatever we're doing right now, even the cities that are going to plan, we cannot do so now these days without taking consideration the issue of climate.
We defined this diagram of the city where all the services, all the infrastructures are integrated, and we developed the idea of creating some international standards about this, let's say, multi-layer city.
I am very delighted to our opportunity to come and make some remarks at this very important forum. Our cities need continuous major infrastructure development and investments. That's why I'm very pleased listening to the resolutions of Addis Ababa.
The Global Forum of Human Settlements, the 11th edition, was one of the most compact, interesting, diversified event of the UN Habitat, bringing together people from China and people from abroad, a lot of experts, and delivering prizes, and at the same time launching a new standard, the International Green Model City Standard. So altogether, a very productive event and a very fascinating event.
It is my great pleasure to join you again this year at the Global Forum on Human Settlements. It is an excellent platform to explore how we can work together for sustainable development and green transition in our recovery from the pandemic.
I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to address this 16th annual session of the Global Forum on Human Settlements. The parties to the Convention on Biological Diversity have since 2010 recognized the importance of urban development and management for biodiversity. That we saw the adoption of the first 10-year plan of action for the engagement of subnational governments, cities, and other local authorities. Since then, we have witnessed lots of progress on its implementation.
And sea level rise, we have seen about 30 centimeters sea level rise so far, and it has been speeding up, and there's a risk that we would see much more massive sea level rises during the coming 200 years. NASA has estimated that there's even a risk of 10 meters sea level rise if the Antarctic glacier melting is happening in a more speedy manner than estimated so far. But the conservative estimate is about 0.5 meter to 1 meter per century, and this is of course threatening many big cities and human settlements in the coastal areas. Next, please.
Since 2005,
this forum has been providing an essential platform for high-level discussions on building sustainable cities and human settlements. It is a remarkable track record of service and education. It is no wonder that we at UN Climate Change remain so supportive of its work. Today, some 56% of the world's population, 4.4 billion people, live in cities. This trend is expected to continue, with the urban population more than doubling by 2050, at which point nearly 7 out of 10 people will live in cities. In light of this reality, the IPCC has also recognized the important role of local governments in delivering climate action.
We cannot rule out the role of circular economy towards achieving the SDGs and also transitioning to net zero in terms of emissions and also net zero in terms of the waste.
我们全球人居环境基金会已经正式的在美国纽约注册成立。
Urbanization and population growth are increasingly causing serious threats to our climate change as well as the world natural resources. We therefore must rethink our future cities.
We are here to send a very strong signal to the world is that if national governments want to deliver on their commitment, they have to count on their cities and regions, otherwise they won't be able to deliver on their national commitments. And I think this event that is organized today by the Global Forum on Human Settlement is essential because this forum has for many years brought together a lot of stakeholders from around the world.
For commemorating the World Cities Day, we will invite 12 urban stakeholders to make their own commitments for sustainable cities and human settlements.
Cities are where we live in. I am committed to make city a home for its citizens, and cities shall also be able to save our lives.
The Rivers State Government makes commitment to progressively provide best infrastructure and social services in order to enhance the living standard of all residents and on a more sustainable basis.
The 10th annual session of Global Forum on Human Settlements was held on September 5 and 6, 2019 at the United Nations Conference in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The participants realized the importance of sustainable development of cities and human settlements in the digital era and discussed ways in which digital technologies can be harnessed to make cities inclusive, safe, resilient, prosperous, and sustainable.
As we are gathering here today, we will be presented with 23 awardees who were selected for their action and leadership. It is important to share good practices and leadership, to recognize the courage of first movers, to inspire and encourage others to innovate or replicate. UN Environment, therefore, salutes the Global Forum on Human Settlements for having developed the awards and for its consistency in running them for the 12th time.
I congratulate you once again.
再次恭喜大家。
You are a great source of inspiration for those who are coming after you.
你们为后面的未来的人做出了很好的榜样。
5亿获得全球绿色城市大奖，我感觉这是对我们多年来 坚持生态绿色发展理念的高度肯定。
It is a great honor for the city of Mannheim to be awarded with this prize.
I would like to thank Global Forum for acknowledging our efforts, and it really means a lot to me and my team.
One, two, three, Sa!
We are committed to turning city centers back to the pedestrians so that communities can thrive.
Thank you, Sasha, for this great award, and it's great to be acknowledged and confirmed that we're doing the right things, and we hope that this will further help spread the good word and idea and mindset.
Thank you, Sasha, for recognising the Queensland Parks and Wildlife Service and the Jabalbina Aboriginal Corporation and the work we do on a day-to-day basis to protect the values of Daintree National Park. Thank you very much. It's an honour.
About this being honored at this forum is that we can globally see how this project has been recognized, and hopefully with this collaborative group we can continue the project forward.
I'd like to thank you, in nome da Ministra Marina Silva. Congratulations for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor for Dublin to receive this award. And I think it really shows the importance of local governments who are the implementers across the world of climate action.
拉此村是个长寿之村，我们非常欢迎各位来到我们的村庄里修仙养老，然后造福新业。
我们从远方一路走来，翻越高山，飘过大海，总是千难万险。我们风雨兼程，初衷不改。
我们从过去一路走来，从风华正茂到鬓发初白，纵使10年磨一剑，我们真金烈火，锤炼不怠。
我们从梦里一路走来，菩提无数，明镜飞台。纵使红尘万象，我们安贫乐道，心无挂碍。我们只想这颗星球天蓝水清，我们期盼浮云不要遮住快乐的眼睛，我们只想人人拥有适足的栖居之所，我们期盼城市能包容其中的每一个人。我们一路走来，心手相连，一走就是10载。我们还将走下去，续写故事，继往开来。为了你我憧憬的绿色梦想，为了你我无辜的世世代。